Hi, how you doing? Mike Ninnmey here. Wet, bleak, little October day. But what I wanted to update you with today is the North Felixstowe garden neighbourhood, and it concerns me somewhat. There's been a lot of sort of misinformation, worry, concern, and to the degree I think members of the public have been told that it's possible to overturn what is actually set in legislation, that the North Felixstowe garden neighbourhood will need to deliver something like 1,500 dwellings alongside the 560 dwellings that are already being erected there. It's part of the local plan. It's had all its public meetings, kicking back in 2018 or so. It was eventually agreed and signed off, I think, in September of 2020. So it's a given task. It's a part of the obligation of Suffolk Coastal that was, and now East Suffolk, in meeting its commitments of delivering 916 dwellings year on year on year on year. And it's a part of that delivery. So what I really wanted to do was to give you a little bit of info on the policy that guides the development of the North Felixstowe garden neighbourhood. And if we kick off, it goes from A all the way through to, long way down the list, I think, all the way out to U. U? Yeah. How about that? A to U. Anyway, what it's saying, and this is what it's looking to deliver, it's saying a new leisure centre will be provided in a location which is easily accessible to the existing community. Well, I think that's going to be kind of hard because it's going to be north of everybody, isn't it? And folks that are living down on Langer Road, etc., aren't going to find that easy to access that. The next thing in line is provision of 630 primary school places. That's bit, and also some early years provision in addition to that. And then this is the one that people really should be aware of. It's protection of the Grove woodland, which I think is close to the heart of many of us. Certainly it is to me, in that we spent many winters restoring it to being a usable woodland way back under the wonderful leadership of Mrs. Williams, of the founder of Felixstowe Horticultural Society. And equally, the Eastford Hoe recreational areas, along with appropriate green infrastructure. So the sort of the hype and the unnecessary public anxiety that's been used about that part of the land that is within the North Felixstowe garden neighbourhood, really it's quite worrying that people, what we should be looking at is, there's an obligation to deliver whatever this policy SCLP 12,3 says. What we're looking to do, I think, is to deliver the best we can with the minimum damage that's possible, but deliver the right type of dwellings in the right places to address the needs of the existing community and future communities. So those were the three big issues up front. That was leisure centre, primary school, and then protection of the Grove, woodland and Eastford Hoe. And just a couple of others over the page. It says there should be employment land for high quality non-port related small business units. It's saying there's a retirement dwelling. Well, there already has been one built, hasn't there, within Trelawney Place. That has actually been delivered. And then it says up to 2,000 dwellings. And that includes the 560 that they've already got. And it's a mix of dwelling types, sizes and tenures. And it's saying housing to meet the specific housing needs of older, younger and vulnerable people, and equally self-build plots. And obviously provision of affordable housing. So if we look at the statistics for our town, it would appear currently a third of our dwellings are only occupied by one person. So it would appear our demographic, that figure will only increase. So we really need to build appropriate housing that folk could downsize to, and it would be worthwhile them doing that. The final thing I would like to draw to your attention, and I've got no information on this as of yet, perhaps we might get something on the 7th of November when there's a meeting at the school. It says any planning application should be supported by evidence which assesses the quality and quantity of sand and gravel resources on the site itself, and then that's in order to determine whether the site is suitable for prior extraction. That implies to me that if it's found to be of that type and it's got lots of gravel and sand, they want that out first, and undoubtedly that will help with the building of what's going to be built on this site, because I understand there is difficulty currently with extraction, etc., and equally finding folks to build anything. So hopefully that might, reassure you, rest your mind somewhat, particularly with regards to the protection of the Grove woodland and the Eastwood Hoe recreational area. And on that high note, goodbye to you. Yeah. See you again the next time.
Just a question, Michael.
Yes.
So in that book,
yes,
the Grove,
yes,
has got a protection on it.
Yes, the Grove and equally the recreational land, which is Eastwood Hoe. Yeah, both protected.
Protected.
Yes,
in that book.
It is. Yeah. That is, if you want to quote it, it's policy Suffolk Coastal Local Plan 12,3, which is the North Felixstowe Garden Neighbourhood.
So
policy.
If Eastwood Hoe was built on,
yes,
the present council would have to overturn that protection.
You would have to go back to the inspectorate. You'd have to incorporate it probably in the next local plan coming up. Yes, you would be failing to deliver as per the agreed policy. So it could be challenged. That could be challenged, I would have thought, in the court, if need be.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that question, sir. No doubt on the 7th of November at the school there will be many more questions put to the panel.